Good evening, everyone. This is the people for the people, and this is Chris X on a Sunday, the 15th of May. I hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you had a great day today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. Everything's okay on this end. So it's been a while that I have been talking to you, but I think we're going to start talking about some things. A lot of things has been going on, and we're going to cut the chase. Some things has been happening in our world. On yesterday, as some of you probably have not known, there was a shooting at a supermarket in Buffalo, in a black neighborhood. An 18-year-old white male, he killed at least 10 people at this supermarket, and it was racially motivated. You know, I'm really getting tired of our people black people getting attacked. Tired of the discrimination, the lynching, the attacks, the discrimination that is going on in our country. But there's always something happening with our people. Now, I'm just going to read this article from the Detroit News. And in Buffalo, it said, gunman wearing a military-style clothing and body armor opened a fire with a rifle at a supermarket in Buffalo, killing at least 10 people before being taken into custody Saturday afternoon. Law enforcement officials told the Associated Press. Now we find out who the young man is. His name is Peyton S. Gidron. He's 18 years old. He shot 10 people on Saturday afternoon at a supermarket called Tops in East Buffalo. And all the people were black. The victims were black. Now they said this young man this is not the first time this young man had this thought about killing somebody. But he also another article where the classmates recall themselves as being reclusive and quiet. He went to Susquehanna Valley High School, and I heard on the radio last night. They says young man he's not a Buffalo native. He's not from Buffalo. He traveled. You're going to travel. Now picture this. This young man traveled to carry out this act. I want you to think about that. Drove miles ago to a all-black neighborhood to take out some black people. That was his intention. 18. Plus they were saying, his behavior, he wore a full hazmat suit, class 1 school returning person, and they were some of the classmates talking about his behavior. One classmate that shook his head, he wore some kind of a suit, and they just didn't understand how this young man. First of all, how you gonna get a gun? You're 18. What really triggered it, some ideology, racial, white supremacy ideology. that we are facing today in our world, in our nation. Let's start there. In our neighborhoods. You just can't sit back and just say, well, you know, this is a shame, this is sad, but what are we going to do about it? We talk about it, but damn it, what are we going to do about it? And they were talking about how he, you know, got some mental issues, and you know, he received he received a mental health evaluation after making threats last year, the police said. That's a red flag right there. So you're already playing out what you're going to do. And we're going to talk about mental health. We might have to do another segment about about mental health, but I want to talk about gun control here. We can talk about gun control, but I want to stick to the topic about racism. There's too much of that going on. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, the young men in Grand Rapids of recent, Devontae Wright in Minneapolis. They have died in the hands of a white person. Racism. And this is the case here in Buffalo. Racial motivated. Very racial motivated. And he also, in the article here, the article was by Carolyn Thompson, Michael Balsino, and Dave Compton of Associated Press. They even that covered the story. They said too, he streamed it. He streamed the whole thing. He streamed the massacre that was going down. Someone told me today he saw a white person and he didn't shoot that person. So his target was black people. Something has to stop. Something has to stop now. Someone said, well, no, Brother Chris, you know, well, we need to march more, or talk about, what do you mean marching? We know how that went when George Floyd and Breonna Taylor on them, you know, Black Lives Matter, and everybody from all over just marching. And it's over with after that. No. We got to do more than just marching. We got to do more than marching. It's time for some action and some results. Now, if this don't get your attention, I don't know what will. Because now a young man, 18, a white youth who has a mental illness, planned out when he drove all the way to Buffalo, New York to attack blacks and kill 10 of them and injure a few others. And he made threats last year. One article said, he had a mental evaluation. To me, just that you got a mental issue does not mean, that does not wash with me when you go and decide to kill someone that is different from you, don't talk like you, don't walk like you, don't look like you, don't act like you. Does that give you the right to attack somebody else that is different from you? It doesn't. And last year he made, in another article, he made generalized threats at his high school. It wasn't racial. But they released him a day and a half later. Hell, why were you releasing? You know, it's interesting because and mental illness is a big issue. That's a big issue that a lot of people don't want to address. You're talking about mental illness, drug abuse, gun control, but at the same time, the laws had to be tightened. How can a person that got mental? Let's say this. How is it that a person that is have mental illness can be able to get a gun easily? We got to look at that. But he also not only had mental illness, but he had racial intentions. I'm gonna give me some black people today. I'm gonna go out and this is what I'm gonna do. He didn't go through with it at his old high school. But see, the thing of it was, probably was an all-white school. So he should figure, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna drive to another city in another state, and I'm going to kill me some black people. White supremacy, ideologies on the internet. There's a lot of things on the internet that we gotta look at that too. So much that is out there on the internet, easily to get. You got these white supremacists, they out there just posting everything. Hate groups. But you want to say the Black Panther Party is a hate group. The same white supremacists that went and just violated the Capitol. The same white supremacists saying, make America great again. The same white supremacists were the ones that they want to set everything back 30, 40 years. Hey, let's go and kill some niggas today. Let's go and hang some niggas today. I'm just gonna keep it real, because the issue is things like this we don't want to talk about until after the fact. That young man, I think Ruth is last name. I don't know. Dylan Ruth. What he did in Charlotte, South Carolina, that church. Went in there and them people having prayer meeting, he gunned them all down. And the killer about it is getting back to this young man. Who, what's his name again? Let me get his name. I want to get his name right because I don't want to be messing up. Yeah, Peyton Gildron. He said the reason why he killed him because because the white race was becoming a minority. Get the hell out of it. Come on, man. Get serious. Take it for the team. Yeah, I'm gonna do it for the team. I'm gonna save the white race. Oh, we can't become minorities. But then at the same time, the young man's a psychopath. Some white supremacists out there probably took advantage of him. Probably knew the young man wasn't all there upstairs. Fed his mind with mess. Probably took advantage of him. Might have been like this for years. And carried out what was fed into him. I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to think about this real good, because I'm trying to get us to wake up and understand, okay, this is real. Very real. We're going to be right back for a commercial break.